During your time as Secretary of State, it seems that US-India relations underwent a paradigm shift from where we see it towards much greater cooperation at every level and much greater level of trust between our two countries. I think, all of us here, we looked at US as, a formidable player on the global stage, the preeminent superpower, but we always looked at it and said, it's nothing much in it for us because, we're not very sure how we aligned. But that has changed in the last 1 decade. I mean, of course, there are other things that have also happened before that, but very, very specifically post the Trump administration, we see those changes coming up. How did this shift come about, Mike, in your eyes?
Yeah. So look, I know the history, the post-World War II history. We were both joking before that we were both British colonies at one point in our national history. But we came to understand in the Trump administration, and I think this was underappreciated. So everybody knows the headline, right? America first. And that was off-putting to some. I completely get why folks would think that. But President Trump and I both, we wanted the Indian people to put their country first. We wanted every nation to do the things that mattered to them. And for us, one of the things that mattered to us enormously was to recognize the world as it really was. And the world had shifted post-World War II dramatically, right? We'd had 70-plus years of relative good order, but this had shifted. The power structures in the world had shifted, and India was now an important power in the world stage. Not a power that was soon to be important, but one that was important while we were there, today as it exists. I still believe this with all my heart. And so we worked our tails off to build that relationship. It was complicated. Trade relationship between our two countries, complicated. But we recognized that for America to be successful, for our people to be more prosperous and secure, we needed to have deep economic relationships between the United States and India, deep security relationships between the United States and India too. And when we did that, we'd have good diplomatic relationships, and we would collectively be able to build out the next 75 years of a prosperous globe as well. And so it was deeply in our interest to do it. We were determined. We were very fortunate. We had Prime Minister Modi. We had a great counterpart while we were in office. There were other places we tried to do this kind of thing, but we didn't have as good a counterpart. So we were very fortunate. The timing was right, and I'm proud of the work we did to build out both our bilateral relationship between the two countries and our relationship with other partners in the region, including the Quad, which had begun to become very effective at protecting each of our two countries.